Hong Kong is reeling from one of its most devastating tragedies in 80 years, as a massive five-alarm blaze tore through a high-rise housing complex in the Tai Po district, killing at least 128 people and leaving survivors displaced and traumatized. In this report, we explain what happened, how the fire spread so quickly, who is being held accountable, and what this disaster means for Hong Kong's building safety future. And before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the Indian Express for verified breaking news and critical global updates. The tragedy began on the afternoon of November 26th, when flames erupted in one of the 8 residential towers of Wang Fuk Court, a privately owned but subsidized housing estate constructed in the 1980s, home to approximately 4,800 residents living in nearly 2,000 apartments, and located close to the border with mainland China in northern Hong Kong's new territories. Within minutes, the fire escalated into a multi-tower disaster, with 7 of the 8 32-story buildings engulfed before firefighters could bring the situation under control nearly 2 days later, making this one of Hong Kong's deadliest residential disasters in living memory. Authorities say the fire's unusually rapid spread was fueled by the bamboo scaffolding and protective netting installed as part of a major exterior renovation project. Scaffolding, long considered a Hong Kong construction tradition, but which, in this case, acted like a vertical fire bridge connecting multiple buildings. After firefighters reached upper floors, investigators found plastic foam panels installed near windows in at least one tower, a highly flammable material suspected to have failed basic fire safety compliance, raising concerns of negligence and potentially unlawful building practices. More than 1,000 firefighters were deployed, but faced overwhelming challenges. Ladders and hoses reached only the 17th or 18th floor, far below where many residents were trapped. And intense heat forced responders to abandon aerial operations at critical moments, resulting in dozens of emergency calls going unanswered until flames subsided hours later. AP reports that over 900 survivors have been moved to temporary shelters, while the majority of fatalities occurred in the first 2 towers to catch fire, where a significant number of the victims were elderly residents unable to escape in time. Hong Kong's anti-corruption agency and police have launched a joint independent investigation, detaining 3 individuals, directors and an engineering consultant connected to the renovation firm, on suspicion of manslaughter. While officers have seized documents from Prestige Construction and Engineering, the company overseeing repair works. Authorities are also examining whether older building codes left residents vulnerable, pointing to the lack of sprinklers, smoke detectors, and dedicated fire refuge floors. Features mandatory in modern towers but absent in Wang Fuk Court, which was constructed decades earlier. Hong Kong's chief executive John Lee has announced a 300 million Hong Kong dollar emergency relief fund to support displaced families, and stated that contractors across the city will now be required to prove they are using fire-retardant materials within 7 days, while regulators reevaluate the widespread use of bamboo scaffolding. This blaze, the city's worst since the 1996 Kowloon fire that killed 41 people, has raised urgent questions about how Hong Kong's infrastructure will adapt to the growing safety demands of high-density urban living. And we will continue to follow both the human and political impact of this unprecedented tragedy. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe to the Indian Express for trusted reporting from Hong Kong and around the world.